Hi, I'm Daum. I play trumpet, and I am the son of the founder of the Charleston Recreation Band. My dad started the band 40 years ago, and I was happy and drafted to be part of it. So for my whole life, band has been part of our family. My dad thought that band was an important part of the community, and so he tried to bring the community together during the summers by bringing a bunch of volunteers together to play twice a week. It's turned out to be a wonderful experience, and I'm so proud of my dad's efforts to make this work. My dad is in heaven right now smiling because this band brings the community together on a hot summer evening. And when he started, it was just the band, and they would drag their families, drag their parents. And now it's gotten to the point where this is a destination to come to on Thursday nights, and that's a wonderful thing for our community.
I'm Jane Ozier, and I play a clarinet. I've been in the community band for 40 years. I guess it's pretty thrilling. I never thought about it when I started 40 years ago. But it's pretty exciting now to know that it's been such a wonderful experience for 40 years. I look forward to it every year. Never regret or think, wow, I don't want to go to practice. I love it.
Dale D. Downs, and I play the E-flat alto saxophone or whatever sax they need. And I've been in the band since it first started. We traveled all around the town. We played on the square, we played at the nursing homes, we played at the different parks within the city, and then we had the white, some say the white elephant over by the stream, but you know, it served its purpose, and for several years.
My name is Charles Hughes. I play trombone. I've played euphonium also. I've played in the band for 38 or 39 years. While I was teaching, I was in and out. But since I've been here in Charleston, I've played constantly. The addition of the band shell and the amphitheater seating has been a wonderful thing. The city was very good to support us and to provide the facility. Mayor Kogel was very active in seeing that that was taken care of, and he's played in the band a number of years. So having a community that will support an activity this size and for this length of time is really unique in the state of Illinois.
My name is Stephen Jones, and I first started in the Charleston Community Band as a third clarinet player the summer before I went into 6th grade. And somewhere along the way we lost all of our flute players, and Mr. Daum asked me if I had a flute. And I said, yeah, I have one out in the car. He said, well, would you mind going to get it? So that began my flute and piccolo career with the community band. I've been with the Charleston Community Band for about 39 years. I was late to it, but the camaraderie of being with all these people and experiencing so many different levels of musicianship. We have people that are in their teens who are just starting out. We have people that were professional musicians who are now maybe retired, who are playing in the community band, and people who are just playing for fun. And it's wonderful for everybody to get together, and everybody's on an even playing field. We can learn from each other, and we can teach each other as well. And really, the Charleston Community Band is about community. It's about bringing people together, bridging the gaps between the middle school, the grade school, the middle school, the high school, between the musicians and the community itself and the university. And we've been so blessed to be involved with Eastern Illinois University as well, and having so many people from the university playing and being a part of our Charleston Community Band.
I'm Ginger Stanfield, and band director of the Charleston Community Band. I've been with the group since the summer of 1979. I started teaching in the school district with John Daum in the fall of '78 after I graduated from Eastern, and started with the community band that summer of '79. Been playing with the group off and on through the years. When you have children, you have a tendency to have to do ball games and that kind of thing, but I've basically been with the group since the summer of '79. This season has been very eventful. We've had great crowds. We've had lots of musicians. We've done songs that we've played from the beginning and new songs and everything in between. Every year we have musicians that come as far north as Champaign and further, even up as far as Kankakee. We have musicians that come from as far as Windsor and that way, south of Greenup and Newton, that area. We have had musicians that have played with us every 40 years from all those areas. We have even had, even this year and every year, we have musicians that find out about us that are coming through. We had a gentleman play with us at our 5th concert that was from Alabama going through to Wisconsin, and he sat down and played with us at rehearsal and the concert, and then went on up north to play for their community band up north. So we have volunteers that just come in for a week or so, and we have volunteers that have been here for 30+ years.
Part of it is the intergenerational aspect. When I started 40 years ago, I was younger, and I was playing with older people, and I learned from older people. And now I sit among these young people, and I learn from these young people. So I just find that inspirational and just self-fulfilling to experience this with people from 13 years old to 96 this year.
The band has had a number of players this year, multi-generation, which is very nice to have at times parents and children playing in the same ensemble. It's truly a community band. It's a good opportunity for the younger students in the school system to sit next to some stronger players, to see some of the stronger literature. It's been an excellent addition to the program.
Just the camaraderie of the group, you know, you get to know all ages, and that's a good thing, and as I get older I appreciate that even more. But that's the main thing, that you just get to know each other and you continue playing, and we all enjoy playing or we wouldn't do it.
Bringing people from all walks of life together and sharing a common value. And I go to a lot of concerts at Eastern and the University of Illinois, and this group of people are just people who come together, and they care about one another even. So it's just a community experience.
The Charleston Community Band is a completely voluntary band. Everybody is here because they want to be here. They volunteer their time for rehearsals and for performances. A lot of other communities have municipal bands, I guess, where the musicians are paid to be there, and it's sort of like an extra job for them. I don't feel that they have the heart that we have here. And our audience really has a connection with all of us. We see so many of them year after year after year, and they're always here early. They line up and they get their chairs in place, and they are ready to be here with us. And again, that's community. It makes me feel absolutely fantastic to know that what we're doing matters to the people of the community. It's such a wonderful outpouring of support for the community band and for the community itself, that they're willing to spend their time here with us and appreciate what we do.
It just feeds one's enthusiasm for playing, because you know these people are coming and they really enjoy it. And when you're playing the music, you enjoy it, but it's multiplied when you know there are people who enjoy hearing it. So just the love of music, making music and pleasing people is wonderful for me.
It's been real nice to have our 40th anniversary season this year. We've had excellent crowds. The band attendance has been up. Ginger's done a wonderful job of getting new literature out. People seem to be enjoying what we're doing. The band's growing, and the community is supporting us nicely.
That's great. You know, last week that gangbusters 400 some people, and that you enjoy playing for people. And the more you play for, the more enjoyment, I guess. But we'd play if we just had 30 out there, because we enjoy it so much.
When you look out and you see all the crowd that's here in the amphitheater and on the hills, it's just very humbling and very awesome both. It gets your adrenaline pumping, and you just want everything to go real well, and it's just awesome.
It's a wonderful chance for people to come out every week and enjoy this wonderful music. Again, a wide variety of music, a lot of different musicians that come out and take part. A lot of different experience goes on. We have all the way from middle school kids all the way to college professors of music. So it's a nice mixture to have. It's also a free event that we allow for the community to come out and participate in, that they can enjoy without having to spend any money.
The community band is a wonderful outlet for the people, not only the people performing, but the audiences. As the audiences have grown, I've noticed that we have different generations in the audience too. Years ago when we started, it seemed like we had older citizens in the community, and we would travel to different parks and different venues to perform. Now with the amphitheater and the group growing and the family supporting and the community support with the rec department, our numbers have grown, and I think it really shows well for the city of Charleston. It's nice that the community band is able to play for the 4th of July parade. We've had different organizations in the community provide us with a truck to ride, which is very nice. It's not possible really for us to march with our ages and variety of players. So having this outlet to have a band in the community 4th of July parade is a good addition to the celebrations.
The amphitheater stands as a tribute to Mr. Daum's exceptional hard work to enrich the community with music and other performing arts, and is now named in his honor, as is appropriate. Thank you, John.
My dad came in and he saw the rock and he saw the name on the amphitheater. He basically broke down crying because he finally realized after so many years that people actually appreciated what he was doing. He knew in his heart that it was an important thing to do, but to see the community give back to him, put the name on the theater, put the name on the rock, that was just a wonderful gift to my father. Everybody knew my dad as the band director, and they maybe didn't know his name, but they knew he was the band director. And even to this day, I'll have people that are older than I am come up and say, you know what, I remember your dad. He really helped me through the hard times of junior high, and I will always appreciate what your dad did for me when I was young. And so you're right. The community knows my dad is the music man, but they know him as a guy who basically made a difference in people's lives.
If your dad were standing here today and looking out at this band and this crowd of this 40th season of the Charleston Community Band, what would he say?
My dad would say, why is my name on here? You know, what are you guys talking about? I just did my passion. I just did my job. I did what I wanted to do. He's not going to take credit for the impact that he's had, but he will basically have a huge smile and say, look at all of these people enjoying amateur music. They're not home listening to radio. They don't have their headphones on. They're listening to amateurs play. And what a wonderful gift that my dad would say that he's given us.
John served the community for many, many years. I had John as a band director in junior high. So I have known him for a number of years. To know him as a teacher and to know him as a colleague has been a wonderful experience for me. The man dedicated himself to music in the town, whether it's in very, very bad times in the schools when things were cut. He didn't hesitate. He stepped right up and filled in everywhere that he possibly could, met the needs as he could, and was probably essential in seeing that the program survived many, many cuts during bad times.
Everything I'm feeling about this, I bring it all back to community. He was such an important part of the community with being a teacher and being a mentor to so many of us, working with the community band, getting that started with his work with the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts, and having so many of them performing with us as well. He was just a tremendous asset to the community.
He loved the marches, and he loved having all of us here, no matter how well we played. It didn't matter, but because we were here, and he was committed to us, and we were committed to him. And I think he has meant a lot to the community for years.
We're friends outside of the community band, but he was just a great guy. He could get along with anybody. And, you know, he tolerated some playing that probably other band directors wouldn't have, but he felt that, you know, people that wanted to make music should have the opportunity. He's just a top-notch guy.
This 40th season probably is an example of what John Daum built over the years. It's an excellent facility. John would be very proud to see the number of people that we have performing today, to see how Ginger has nurtured the band and that we've kept growing, added new music, and the support of the city has really been essential in helping this program grow and be probably one of the finer programs in the state.
My dad was the kind of guy that was happy to do everything himself, and some of us tried to get him to find volunteers, which he reluctantly did because he just liked doing the work. But the one person that my dad could not do without was Ginger Stanfield and Joe MacArthur, and those two people helped my dad keep this thing going. And Ginger was an angel for my dad, because when he was sick and no longer able to carry on, she said she would do it. And we were all blessed that Ginger has taken on this responsibility and really made it bloom. She's done an awesome job of creating a legacy that I hope will be continuing.
I would hope to think John would be very proud of the group and the legacy that it is continuing. And I know that I am very proud that the musicians have continued to support this, along with our sponsors and the community that comes out every week to come and listen to our concerts. A lot of communities, like you said, do not have this opportunity. And I think it speaks volumes that we do have the crowd that we do, and we have the musicians that volunteer their times and talents for this event. And it's an honor that it's gone on for 40 years, and I hope it goes on for another 40.